The global AI race between USA, China, Europe, and India. The global race for artificial intelligence dominance has reached a fever pitch in 2026. It's no longer a two-horse race between the US and China. Europe is making a regulatory power play, and India is aggressively building its foundational capabilities. Here is a deep dive into the status of each major player. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel at Everything AI 2026, click the like button, and share the video. Thank you. In the AI race, the United States remains the clear leader, driven by a massive private sector and an unparalleled innovation ecosystem. The investment numbers are staggering. Between 2013 and 2024, cumulative U.S. private investment in AI hit $470 billion, nearly 4 times that of China. In 2024 alone, U.S. private investment reached $109 billion, dwarfing China's $9.3 billion. In 2025, U.S. private investment reached a staggering number of $300 billion. This financial firepower is fueling everything from next-generation large language models to cutting-edge robotics. Infrastructure and compute power. The U.S. is home to the world's most powerful AI infrastructure. As of 2024, it hosted over 4,000 data centers, compared to around 2,250 in the EU and fewer than 400 in China. It controls an estimated 74% of global high-end AI supercomputer capacity, creating a self-reinforcing cycle where compute advantage attracts even more talent and investment. Major players like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are pouring hundreds of billions into new data centers, with demand for chips from NVIDIA described as going through the roof. Furthermore, the U.S. leads in the development of frontier models and has a high rate of corporate AI adoption. However, a recent report notes that while the U.S. is a leader in infrastructure and development, it ranks 24th in AI usage among the general working-age population, lagging behind smaller, more digital nations. In the second place, we have China, a determined challenger with a sovereign strategy. China is pursuing a strategy of self-sufficiency and state-led development in the face of U.S. export restrictions. Denied access to the most advanced U.S. chips, China is furiously building its own semiconductor ecosystem. While its domestic chip makers like Huawei are making progress with their Ascend series, they still trail NVIDIA's top-tier offerings. Chinese tech giants are ordering millions of NVIDIA chips, while simultaneously investing heavily in domestic alternatives to reduce long-term dependence. China's chip makers are seeking to triple the country's output of AI chips in 2026, rushing to reduce dependence on NVIDIA. Furthermore, China has emerged as a surprise leader in open-source AI models. Models like Alibaba's Qwen have gained global popularity, outperforming many Western counterparts in benchmarks and user adoption. This open strategy allows Chinese firms to build influence and gather developer mindshare globally. Moreover, China continues to dominate in areas like industrial robotics, with over half of all new global installations in 2023. The government's AI Plus initiative aims to deeply integrate AI across manufacturing and other industries, with the core AI industry exceeding 1 trillion yuan, $142 billion, in year 2025. In the third place, we have Europe, which is emerging as the regulatory superpower. Europe has chosen a different path, positioning itself as the global standard setter for responsible and ethical AI. The EU's landmark AI Act becomes fully applicable in August 2026. This regulation requiring companies to ensure transparency, data governance, and human oversight. While intended to build trust, it's also creating a compliance reckoning for businesses. In terms of investment, Europe is significantly behind the US in private AI investment, attracting only about $8 billion in 2025 compared to $109 billion in the US. The continent also lags in computing infrastructure, with only a small fraction of global supercomputing capacity. To counter this, the EU is pushing for sovereign AI to reduce dependence on US and Chinese models. This includes investments in AI factories, supercomputing access for researchers, and support for domestic champions like France's Mistral AI. The goal is to build a trustworthy European AI ecosystem that aligns with EU values. The fourth powerhouse in the AI race is India, the rising giant with a digital public infrastructure play. India is the newest and most dynamic entrant to the big league, leveraging its massive population and successful digital infrastructure model. The government has launched the India AI mission to build domestic capabilities. A key pillar is democratizing compute access for startups and researchers. The mission has already secured a target of 38,000 GPUs, available at a subsidized rate. Leveraging digital public infrastructure, DPI. India's unique strategy is to build AI on top of its highly successful DPI stacks. The goal is to create population-scale AI applications in sectors like healthcare, agriculture, and education that can serve its 1.4 billion citizens. This approach focuses on practical, high-impact use cases rather than just chasing state-of-the-art model performance. Furthermore, India's AI startup ecosystem is growing rapidly. Global tech giants are also making massive bets on India, with Microsoft, Amazon, and Google committing billions for data centers and cloud infrastructure in the country. In conclusion, in 2026, the global AI landscape is defined by intense competition and diverging strategies. The US is sprinting ahead on raw power and innovation, reinforcing its lead with aggressive industrial policy. China is doggedly building a parallel, self-sufficient ecosystem in the face of immense pressure. Europe is trying to balance regulation with a push for technological sovereignty. And India is leveraging its scale and digital infrastructure to build a unique indigenous AI powerhouse. The race for AI dominance is tied to the race for chip manufacturing, and the outcome will reshape the global balance of power for decades to come. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more tech explainers. See you next time.